Champions, good news. You have received power to manifest heaven on earth. Mark 9:14-29. When Jesus, with Peter, James, and John, came down from the mountain and rejoined the disciples, they saw a large crowd round them and some scribes arguing with them. The moment they saw Jesus, the whole crowd were struck with amazement and ran to greet him. "What are you arguing about with them?" he asked. A man answered him from the crowd, "Master, I have brought my son to you. There is a spirit of dumbness in him, and when he takes hold of him, he throws him to the ground, and he foams at the mouth and grinds his teeth and goes rigid. And I asked your disciples to cast it out, and they were unable to." "You faithless generation," he said to them in reply, "how much longer must I be with you? How much longer must I put up with you? Bring him to me." They brought the boy to Jesus, and as soon as the spirit saw Jesus, it threw the boy into convulsions, and he fell to the ground and lay writhing there, foaming at the mouth. Jesus asked the father, "How long has this been happening to him?" "From childhood," he replied, "and it has often thrown him into the fire and into the water in order to destroy him. But if you can do anything, have pity on us and help us." "If you can," retorted Jesus, "everything is possible for anyone who has faith." Immediately the father of the boy cried out, "I do have faith. Help the little faith I have." And when Jesus saw how many people were pressing round him, he rebuked the unclean spirit. "Deaf and dumb spirit," he said, "I command you, come out of him and never enter him again." Then throwing the boy into violent convulsions, it came out shouting, and the boy lay there so like a corpse that most of them said, "He is dead." But Jesus took him by the hand and helped him up, and he was able to stand. When he had gone indoors, his disciples asked him privately, "Why were we unable to cast it out?" "This is the kind," he answered, "that can only be driven out by prayer." Some manuscript we add by prayer and fasting. You see, what many believers lack is the ability to reproduce or effect their mounting heavenly experience and encounters in the valley of earthly life and problems. This kingdom of God you belong is a kingdom of power and glory. But believers experience it in prayer. But cannot see it in the material world. And it makes our spiritual experiences and spiritual things to become a mockery. You see, most top shots in life and businesses have powers they rely on. And as a believer, your case cannot be different. You cannot be gunning for contracts when people are going to consult water spirits and demons to get the contract and you are coming helpless. No, you need the backing of heaven. Now, how did Jesus produce heaven on earth? It is simple. It is for him or for you to remain in the spirit and be bold to release the command, addressing the situation from your spiritual authority as seated with Christ in the heavenly realms, far above principalities and powers. Don't ever allow the situation or the evil ones to bring you to the sense realm, where everything will be judged by feelings and reasoning. When you come to that realm, you begin to argue like the disciples. If you are being pulled to the sense realm, pray more and add fasting to it. And as you exercise your authority, the negative situation will check out and you will establish the power of heaven on earth. You are a champion. Operate in the spirit at all times. See, judge, and act by the Spirit of God, and you will manifest the glory of heaven around you. This is Sam Atu of the Champions of Destiny Foundation saying to you, rejoice. Jesus has prevailed for you, and you are more than conqueror. God bless you. Have a lovely week producing the glory of heaven on earth as you manifest the power God has placed in you. Shalom.